Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is a very dark and cloudy day today, and it is very windy, and I cannot predict how the lighting is going to be in the studio, so I hope it's going to be okay for this. I'm being brave and going ahead with the video that I had planned for today, which is showing you how I go about making my own swatch cards. So for this, I am using my Bockingford pad. I'm using a pencil, just a regular HB pencil. I'm using two brushes. I'm using my Da Vinci 4, my Da Vinci number 2 round brushes, and my beloved Pigma Micron 005. I'm also going to be using my palette, my everyday palette, and my Zeki palette, which is in here. I'll just open it up for you. See? I'll put that to one side, and I'll tell you which colours I'm using in the process. So I went ahead and did the outline. Let me put this into focus. Yes, the outline for my swatch card. This is a swatch card that I'm going to create for swatching some greens that I put into my mega mixing palette. If you remember that little project I had started a few weeks or even a month or so ago, and I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be making the swatch card for that. So there are 10 colours in my palette, in the palette that I'm going to be swatching. So I've separated it into 10 equal areas. I just measured 3 centimetres across from each side, 2 centimetres from up, down, 2 centimetres from the up and down sides. And then I went ahead and just separated it into 5 sections, and then halved the section with my pencil. You can make your swatch card as big as you want, as small as you want. This is just what I am doing to make the swatch card for my greens. So having done that, I'm going to go on top of the lines that are around it with my Micron 005 pen, and just very loosely, very loosely, go over that line that's around. This is a little bit awkward because I'm in a position where it's going to get very awkward to draw, but I should be able to manage it. The weather's been so up and down. It was so beautiful and bright this morning, and I thought it's going to be a lovely day for creating a video, for filming, and it went all downhill, unfortunately. Go. Very loosely. You don't want straight lines, you want crooked lines, more organic lines. Just very loosely follow that line. Okay, so that's done. So now I have the basis for my card. I'm going to go in with my pen and just add some shadows. So I'm adding some shadows to the left, and underneath. Just lines basically. not exactly doing a cross hatch here. I'm just adding a little bit of darkness to the edges. There we go. Now that's done, I am going to go and erase the line that I did with my pencil around there. And a quick check on Baloo, he's sound asleep. Poor boy, there was thunder yesterday and he went and hid under my chair. Wouldn't come out until about half an hour later. Poor little one. There we go. Very lightly erase the lines. Now I'm going to go with my number 4 brush and around the edges just add water. No colour, no nothing as yet. Just follow the line with your brush. There we go. And I am going to let that dry a little bit. Whilst it's drying, I'm going to go and pick up some colour and dilute it. For this you can use either sepia, I'm using Van Dyke Brown, but you can use sepia as well, it's fine. Let's add a bit more water. And I'm going to take my Da Vinci number 2 brush, which is thinner, and I'm going to go pick some of this colour up and start adding it a little bit more. Oh, went over the line there, but that's okay. Why have I added colour why have I added water first? I've added water so that the colour doesn't immediately stain the paper, and I have this extra time to feather it out. There we go. Now I'm going to take a little bit of paper and I'm going to dab the edges so they're not too harsh. Oh, I am sorry, I'm probably shaking the camera as I'm doing this. Just a little bit of tissue paper. And I'm going to go again over, just feather it out again. And take my little piece of paper again and try not to shake the camera, just lift. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing underneath. It's a bit dry though, I might need to add a little bit more water. This also helps control the colour to not automatically go over the edges if you miss a bit. I'm going to lift that a little bit and lift that a little bit. There we go. I'm going to take, where is my other brush? Nope, wrong brush. Please, sun, come out. I need the light. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more of my Van Dyke Brown and I'm going to go and do the same thing underneath. Add a little bit more water, feather it out, and take my little bit of paper and dab. I don't want harsh edges. Sometimes you do want harsh edges in shadows, but not here. I want it to be soft. I think that's fine. Okay. Now, I'm going to start making my mix for the colour that's going to go inside whilst this dries. Now, the colour that I use for the edges, I use a variety of colours, so it depends what I'm looking for. Sometimes I'll use buff titanium, sometimes I'll use Naples yellow, sometimes I'll use a mix of both, sometimes raw sienna, but for today I'm going to use Naples yellow. This is Winsor & Newton Naples yellow, so I'm going to use Winsor & Newton Naples yellow. Before I apply it, I am going to see if that's dry. Yes, just add some water in the corner, and this is for the same reason I did it on the outside of the card. So I'm just gonna bring the water. Basically, you're painting with water, and then maybe I'll dab a little bit of water off because it's quite wet. I don't want to keep you here waiting for paper to dry. Take some of my Naples yellow and just dab it in here. And I'm going to switch to my other brush. I should have switched earlier, to be fair. So I have a little bit more control where this goes. And dragging it out. A little bit more Naples yellow. Just dropping the colour in. And now I'm going to add my second colour. Sometimes I will use burnt sienna, sometimes I will use quinacridone burnt scarlet. Today I am going to use a really lovely colour from Zeki, which is Dragon's Blood. And I love this for doing this. I love this colour for this purpose, because it lifts so easily. So I'm just going to lift some colour, some of the Naples yellow, then I'm going to drop in some of this Dragon's Blood, and I'm going to go very gently and feather it out. Add a little bit more water. Maybe add a little bit more Naples yellow. Just take the corners there and add colour. Not symmetrically. Try and add it organically. and just dab, and you have your first corner, or the beginning of your first corner, because you might want to go just add a little bit more colour. There we go. I'm going to do the lower bit here as well, so you can see how it's, so I can repeat the process so you can see what I'm doing. Where is my Naples yellow? A little bit of a dab there. I'm not going to do the whole card. If you'd like to see more of how I do my layouts, like the cards, and I'm doing also how to do layouts in sketchbooks. I'm doing some tutorials over on my Patreon, if you'd like to see that. I'm blowing on it so it can dry a little bit. Okay. Yes, next video I'm doing for my patrons, I'm going to be showing them how I do my layouts in my sketchbook. There I'll be doing a lot longer video of the process. But I mean, this is basically what I do. I change the colours. I might add the tones to be a bit more dramatic, or a little bit more airy. What's the word? Kind of lighter in tone. But this is basically how I build up the colours for my swatching cards. It is a process, and it takes a while to make, but it's worth it. I like how the end effect is. So here I'm just going to go and add a little bit more dragon's blood. Here we go. And a little bit more here. So you just go and pick areas where there isn't a lot of anything going on. So you can see that that is the basis of my swatching cards. Once this is dry, I would usually go and add a second coat, add a second layer, and build the layers up so it looks a bit more alive. And I'd also deepen the shadows around here. So I'd go in certain areas and add shadows. So that is basically how I do my swatching cards. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a long process. It does take a while to make them, but I do really enjoy making these little cards and doing the swatching in them. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me. Next week I shall hopefully be having a new palette to swatch, which is my Roman Schmaltz palette, which I basically selected, I think it's either 12 or 14 Roman Schmaltz colours from Jackson's, and I ordered them about 10 days ago, I think. So next week I will be hopefully swatching some Roman small colours for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me. It means the world to me that you are here. Thank you for your comments and your likes. I really hope to see you soon. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, please subscribe and hit the notification button so that you know that fly please go away, that you know I've uploaded a new video. And I love your comments, so if you'd like to leave a comment, that would be lovely. And thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you again very soon. Well, next week, hopefully, fingers crossed. Keep safe, keep creative. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.